Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we dig into the nitty-gritty of business filings and try not to fall asleep doing it. Today we're looking at TriCo bank shares and a rather quiet departure. So TriCo bank shares, a company we've seen before, has put out an update, and the main story here, the big news, is the retirement of their Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer, John S. Fleshood. This wasn't a sudden thing, it is an update to a previous filing from February. It seems Mr. Fleshood has decided to hang up his hat, stepping down from his role. And before you ask, the company is making it clear that this wasn't due to any arguments or disagreements. Mr. Fleshood's retirement was simply his decision, and the company thanks him for his service and wishes him well. It's a good way to part ways, wouldn't you say? Now, what is interesting is how this ties into his compensation. The document mentions that any outstanding restricted stock units, the fancy term for company shares that he was set to receive over time, will continue to vest as originally planned. This means even though He's no longer with the company, he'll still receive the equity he earned according to the original schedule. It's a pretty standard practice to ensure a smooth transition and reward long-term commitment. As for the rest of the corporate filings, we have the usual details about where the company is incorporated, its official commission file number, and its employer identification number. We also see the exchange where its common stock is traded, which is NASDAQ, under the ticker TCBK. The form also confirms the company's main office address, but honestly, those are just housekeeping details for the document. What's really the point of these reports is to understand what is happening inside the company, especially when it comes to leadership and financial health. Here, the primary event is this leadership change. While it seems straightforward, the fact that they're highlighting it in an 8. K filing means it is significant enough for public disclosure. This usually happens as part of a company's commitment to transparency with its shareholders. So let's break down what this means. A COO or Chief Operating Officer is a pretty big deal in any company. They're usually responsible for the day-to-day running of the business, making sure operations are efficient and effective. When someone in this role retires, it can signal a shift in how the company is managed. However, in this case, the company seems to be smoothing the transition and ensuring continuity. The fact that equity awards continue to vest is a common way to handle these situations. It shows goodwill and a commitment to fulfilling prior agreements, which is generally seen as a positive sign for investors. It suggests that while management is changing, the company's foundational agreements are being respected. Now, there aren't any sprawling financial tables in this particular filing, which is understandable given the main purpose is to report a specific event, a departure. In other filings, like their quarterly or annual reports, we would dive deep into revenue, profit, debt, and cash flow. But for this 8, the story is simpler. A key executive is retiring, and it's being handled professionally with attention to their compensation. Looking at TriCo bank shares more broadly, they are a regional bank. This means their performance is heavily tied to the economic health of the areas they serve. Changes in leadership at the COO level, especially during potentially uncertain economic times, can be a point of interest for investors who are always watching for stability and strategic direction. In conclusion, this report from TriCo bank shares is mainly about a leadership change. John S. Fleshood's retirement as COO is noted, with an emphasis on it being a non-disagreement situation, and that his equity compensation will continue to vest. It's a clean handover as far as these things go. And the company is demonstrating its commitment to its employees and shareholders by following through on compensation plans. What is your take on this leadership update? Do you think it signals anything more for TriCo bank shares as a whole? Let us know in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more corporate deep dives that cut through the jargon. And hey, join our Discord community. The link is in the description for more discussions on finance and business. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.